Today is Anzac Day, which stands for Australia and New Zealand Army Corps. And today we got to see the Anzac Memorial. In the year 1914, it was World War I. At that time, Australia and New Zealand were still considered young countries, but they still wanted to help their British allies together. On the 25th of April, 1915, the Anzacs arrived to the Gallipoli Peninsula in Turkey to capture the Turkish capital of Istanbul. The Anzacs got attacked fiercely, and the war lasted for 8 whole months. After those 8 harsh months, the Anzacs evacuated from Gallipoli. Many soldiers died in the war. Over 10,000 soldiers died in the war. Anzac Day has been celebrated since the 25th of April, 1916, which means it's been celebrated for 110 years. Now we are inside the museum. The museum had so many fascinating things about the war. There were a lot of information as well, some about the uniform, people, or equipment. I noticed that there were quite a few different uniforms as well. Ooh, is that a sword? Wow, this must be a map. Baba's reading some of the information on the wall. These are one of the uniforms that I noticed. Those must be some other items that the Anzacs brought. Here, there are many different names on the wall. In the museum, there are also statues in some corners, just like this one. This must be a mini replica of the place where the Anzacs fought. There were also screens there, and we could interact with them, just like this. They would tell you information about stuff, like for example the weapons that they used. You could also see a 3D version of the place, just like this. Some of the screens showed photos or information of the Anzacs. And of course, there were plenty of photos there. See? There were so many things to stare at. I'm looking at some photos. These were one of the weapons that were used, including this one over here. Another one of the uniforms. And these two. It seems obvious that this was a mini replica of the ship that the Anzacs used to travel to Gallipoli. Whoa! These are some other statues. This is a microscope. This was the nurse's uniform that the nurses wore. When we were leaving the museum, I spotted a world map on the wall. There was also a fountain there. There were the armies of many countries, including Nepal. Anzac biscuits. Do you know the history of Anzac biscuits? Let me tell you. The Anzacs had no fridges or shops to buy food, so many carried what are now known as Anzac biscuits because they don't go bad over time, and you can eat them anytime you're feeling hungry. And it's better than eating nothing. Here, someone was saying a speech about the Anzacs. They also sang the national anthem of New Zealand and, of course, Australia. Wow, so many pretty flowers! Another fountain! After all of that, we went back home. Wait, let me tell you about red poppies and rosemary and why they are seen everywhere on Anzac Day. Red poppies were found in northern France and Belgium, while rosemary symbolized memory, and they were found in the peninsula at Gallipoli. Anyways, now that you know all this information about Anzac Day, thank you for watching!
Thank you for watching!